Hello, it's Alex from Push Square here, and I'm doing another live stream, this time of Dishonored 2, which came out today on PlayStation 4. Well, I guess yesterday if you pre-ordered it and got that 1 day early access, because, you know, Bethesda want them pre-orders. So, thought we'd take a look at the game itself, see what's improved over the original, if anything, and see if anything's different. I do apologise in advance of how I play this game. I'm not particularly great at them. If anyone watched my Deus Ex Mankind Divided live stream, you'll know how much trouble I can have sometimes, so I do apologise if I'm not the best. So, hello to everyone in the chat, thanks for joining me. As I said, I'm Alex from Push Square. If you've got any questions, anything you'd like to ask me, feel free to fire it into the chat and I'll do my very best to answer. With my limited time of the game, which is about 3 or 4 hours so far, I think I've put into it. Joker does live streams, says in the chat that he thinks it's a amazing game so far, so clearly he's enjoying it, and I must admit I'm having a good time with it so far, albeit I feel like I'm an absolute failure if I don't manage to do anything stealthily. So I guess if you've played Dishonored, you'll be very familiar with how the game plays. Rather than playing one character, you get to pick between two, so you can play as the original protagonist, Corvo, or as Emily, his daughter, who also happens to be the queen of, I think it's queen of this kingdom, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called now. But anyway, basically, Emily gets deposed from the throne at the start of the game and heads out on revenge to the city of Karnaca, which is in the south of the country she rules, and this is the city here. So we're heading to get information about why we've been overthrown. I've got some powers. So I've got this teleport. Well, not really teleport, it's kind of, I guess, almost like a grappling hook. I've got dark vision, which means I can see enemies through walls, because of course you need that in a stealth game these days. And I've got something called domino, which means if I link targets together, when one dies or falls unconscious, the other one dies and falls unconscious, so it's quite useful taking out groups of guards. And I've got a variety of weapons, from sleep darts to pistols, grenades, stun mines. I've managed to pick up on my travels so far. So, let's get that vision off, and we'll head on our little quest to get more info. So that's what we want. So there's a lot of upgrade paths you can do in this. At the point I've seen, you've got the powers, which you unlock through runes. There's various ones that you can upgrade through different trees. There's bone charms you can collect, which give you little boosts. So the ones I've got so far, I've got one that regenerates my health when I'm using dark vision, one that says I can eat white rats and get mana, and one that slightly restores more health when I use elixirs. So there's lots to find, and there's weapon blueprints, weapon upgrades. So there's quite a bit to dig into. So what have we got? So this is the layout. Not sure where I'm heading. We've got a clue. Mission clue. Where is it? It's there. According to floor plan, her offices, the person looking for, are on the 4th floor. Here's someone moving around. One nice thing it's got is a quick save, so there we go. Quick save is your friend, especially on live streams where you don't want to make a complete fool of yourself. I've got a couple of guys there, so let's see if we can try and domino them. Alternatively, let's go sleep dart.
Just the outsider's balls for luck.
So you take one out, get both. That works out quite well. If it all goes horribly wrong from here, at least I've got that. There's no more ledges I can use to bypass stairs. There's a bone charmer rune nearby. Have a route around, because what kind of returns is the need to kind of have a good look around for ammo and other things. Lots of notes and scene setting as well. In case you're wondering, I'm playing on the PS4 Pro. You could probably say, Alex, what difference does it make? And you know what? I couldn't tell you. I'm not playing on 4K TV at the moment. That's hopefully in my near future. But it's on a 1080p screen. I played the first hour or two on the regular PS4, looked good, and I've been playing the last couple of hours on the PS4 Pro, and can't really tell what they've done, if anything, differently. I'm sure there is some improvements, but it's nuanced enough that I've not picked up on what they are. Right, so we've got a couple of guards.
You make sure he stays where we want. Hypatia never leaves Addermine. Remember that.
Sir, it's just that the other night she went missing, and I still don't see how she got out.
Maybe we're not clear on this, Corporal. In case anyone asks, the good doctor never leaves the grounds unless it's on official business for the Duke. Got it?
I think I understand, sir.
Are you coming down?
Skinny. Told them it wouldn't last a day. Why do I always have to be right?
Vanguard personnel. Ship change is at midnight. Either miss the boat, and you get another ship without pay.
My best to hide him. Quite a good time to quick save as well, because this is going far too smoothly at the moment. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, please feel free to stop by pushsquare.com and check out everything else we've got going on at the site. Lots of stuff about PS4 Pro, as you'd expect, PSVR, and obviously reviews of the latest games. I actually won't be working office today. Couple of things I can do by the looks of it. So yeah, remember there was a rat plague in the first game, and I think there's these blood flies in this city that Clearly spreading disease.
Alexandria Hypatia.
Yeah, it's definitely a good-looking game. It has the same style as obviously the first one, with the characters with a slightly stylised look to them. I guess slightly cartoonish as well.
The blackouts are worse, and my dreams have taken a turn towards the disturbing. Even rest eludes me. Duke Bell seemed overprotective at first, but increasingly, I'm a prisoner in my own lab. The soldiers stationed here leave me alone, but even then I feel like I'm being watched. What really saddens me is the loss of my work. I've always thrived on my connection to the people who need me the most. The workers and their families. Each time I hear there's been an outbreak of some fever or some new condition among the miners, it pains me that I am not with them, working to ease their suffering.
Mac in the chat asks if it's running at 30 frames a second. Seems to my eyes that it is, but it doesn't feel. I guess it's a stable frame rate, whatever it's at, whether it's 30 or more. But it definitely feels smooth. Not seeing much hitching from loading or anything like that. So. So yeah, it's hard to discern what the improvements are. Definitely not 60 though, from what it seems like to me. Wizard in the chat has also pointed out there's been some issues with games running better on the PlayStation 4 than on the Pro. I think Skyrim was one of them, and what was the other thing? Oh, Last of Us, I think, as well. So yeah, that's bad. That's not a good place to be for the Pro. So I think it's something they need to get on top of quite quick, because why pay it all this for this console when the results are so hit and miss? That's not a great place to be, in my opinion. So it's something they should sort out pretty quickly. And then I need to go out here. I'm heading down. So we've got recuperation door and her office where I've been. So. Optional. Oh, I've obviously missed some information. Shut the door, because it's always good to shut the door. Yeah, so if you're in the chat, did you pick up the PlayStation 4 Pro? So what do you think of it? Thumbs up, thumbs down, or undecided? The jury's still out, I guess. Am I missing something in here? Ah, here we go. Is it? Maybe not. So I guess part of the story is that you've been kind of fitted up for these murders that were going on of your critics, and they've got this crown killer who's some psychopath doing it, and that's what we're trying to find information on, I guess. Am I missing something? Or maybe that was it. Oh, maybe not. Come on, so investigate crown killer. Ah, so I need to speak to her, that's probably the thing. Optional, search the office. Must be missing something then. Ah. There we go. That's the one. So, the possible suspects need to unlock the door to her recuperation room. Back objectives. Talk to Hamilton. There's Hamilton down there. Mac in the chat's unsure about the PS4 Pro. He'd rather get a PC graphics card, which I can respect that. But Wizard says he's impressed. It gives you a lot of... God, that made me jump.
Remember, the back dock is restricted to shift changes and watchtower operations.
Yeah, Wizard said that he thinks you get a lot of power for the money, and I think I agree. I don't know what I'm getting, especially with this. This is PS4 Pro enhanced, and I don't know what the improvements are, and I guess that's problematic. Should I go and see Hamilton before we head up here? Oop, got that.
Is Hamilton in there? How is he?
He's losing it. Yelling nonsense for hours.
Stand any of
Something about being attacked.
I ain't got time to faff around on this stream.
Some beast that wanted to scoop the brain.
Why? They have to know something.
Oh dear, not good. There's a lot of bugs in there. I don't really want to go in. Yeah, normally I'd go low chaos, but I'm not faffing around with this. I've got some full movement. Yeah, a lot of bugs in here. It's probably something worth getting, but I've not really had to deal with them before.
I'm not seeing things.
You're Hamilton? Why did they lock you up? You know something?
Because of my massive hands.
I know what I saw. Hooded. I just caught a glimpse. So much hate in the eyes. As if the world needed more of that. I'm not seeing things. I hope they didn't steal my notes. I need to go back to my room. They took my key. I thought I could... I don't know. What a fool I was.
Adjecster in the chat has asked if it's running at a stable 60. I don't know if it's running at 60. It doesn't feel like it when I'm looking around. It's a stable frame rate. It feels good. It controls well. I'm not feel like it's the frame's getting away, but I don't think it's running at 60. Again, this is the thing. It's you need someone like Digital Foundry doing what they do best, which is like telling you how it's running to really kind of get to the detail about what's happening in these pro enhanced games, because it's hard to tell, and that's always been the biggest, I guess. So I say stumbling point for it in terms of getting it across just what the benefits are. Right, so we've got to search his quarters, so it's upstairs. There's lots to do in these levels, lots of places to explore, and you feel that you're kind of missing things if you don't poke around every nook and cranny, but as a result you can spend a hell of a lot of time looking around and not a lot of time moving forward. And since I'm reviewing this game, I really feel like I should be moving forward more than I'm faffing around. Wiz in the chat asks what 4K TV you should get for the Pro. Now, I'm no expert. There's a great forum thread on pushsquare.com about 4K TV recommendations, and we've got a member of our community who is an absolute star when it comes to this sort of thing, and he can recommend a lot of good stuff. But I'm currently looking at which one to get, and the one I'm kind of settling on is the Samsung KS8000. There's a 49-inch version and 55-inch, and I think it goes up from there. But I think the input lag on that TV is about 22 milliseconds or around that sort of level, and I think that's pretty good for a HDR TV, from what I understand from having read people way more knowledgeable than me talking in our forum thread. So one of the benefits, I guess, of having a great community that we have on our site. So head over to that thread, check it out. There's a lot of good recommendations, but I believe the Samsung KS8000 is a good one to try out. One benefit I forgot to mention in terms of, and you're probably seeing it if you're on this stream, is the streaming quality from the PS4 Pro. You can now do 1080p 60 frames a second streaming, which is what I'm doing now. You know, previously the limitation was 720 at 60, so we've got further improvement there. Oh god, this doesn't look good. I think we might need to quick save. I see in the chat everyone's saying the Samsung KS8000 is the way to go at the moment.
This is going to be tricky.
How am I supposed to deal with these? I guess it's... sneaking round is probably the way to go. Is there a way through somewhere else? Nope. Guess I must do far reach probably. I'm going to get through this gap. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, the chat asking, yeah, the Pro does support HDR. But it's a technical minefield in terms of making sure you've got the right TV to most take advantage of HDR, because there's different types of HDR.
Patient of mine? I'm sorry.
I should know that.
I'm here to ask you about something.
Do you cover your face because you were hurt? The afflictions we treat here are more common than anyone likes to admit.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton Sokolov.
Sokolov? Yes, he was here for a short time, but she took him away to see Karen Jindosh. Do you hear something?
What about the Crown Killer? A patient of yours?
The Crown Killer? That name came from the newspapers. I'm afraid I don't... Oh yes, the murders. I was in Dunwall, studying diseases found among whaling crews. Wait, did someone just call me? I've been forgetting things. The Crown Killer is an interesting case. I feel almost sure I could help with that.
Lovely.
It's just, I used to do such good work, and now my memory is failing me. Who is that calling me? Excuse me. I've gotten something under my fingernails. What was I working with? Iodine, perhaps? Something is terribly wrong. But I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I would say there's something terribly wrong. Oh, a carrot.
I wonder what she would say about this.
Ooh, bone charm. There's some corrupt bone charms, which that's one I've picked up there, where we'll have a bonus and a negative thing. So, when taking damage, your mana is drained before your health, but your mana doesn't regenerate. So, I won't equip that because I don't like the sound of it.
I can hear her whispering from down in a well.
Ashler in the chat asked, I've misunderstood what it wants, not that the PS4 Pro can do HDR, but does the game do it? There's no option to turn it on and off as far as I can see, but then again I'm not playing with a TV that can support it, so under the options, I guess, if you look at graphically, there's absolutely nothing to... you can change the brightness, that's your lot. So, you know, there's nothing on this where you can turn it on or off at the moment. But again, it may be just because I've not got a TV that can support it currently. Oh, that's pleasant. I might want to get the gun out.
I come and I go, putting Hypatia to sleep as I want. But even when she's awake, I'm with her, looking out through her eyes. I drive nails between his toes. He saves her love for the sooted workers, suffocating deep down in the mines. The children in hovels at the edge of the city.
Ah, is it her then? And there we go.
Goodbye, Hypatia. The monster had to die.
So it was her all along.
Reminds me of natural philosophy lessons from Anton and Piero.
Well, we've got a blueprint. Chat asking how I like Dishonored. I thought it was a good game. I really did enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to kind of playing this all the way through. Trying to think, it was one of those ones where it's a game that makes me feel stupid because I'm just not quite as good at it as you see you see on YouTube, those people who are stringing together all the moves in really kind of crazy fashion, and that's one of the good things, that it gives you loads of different tools and you use your imagination to kind of make magic work. But sometimes my imagination fails me and it leaves me feel a bit stupid. But that's not the game's fault, is it really? That's my fault. Let's see if we can find this bone charm. Another one. Got on the roof. At least you know where all the collectibles are using the heart, so you don't have to spend a load of time hunting around for them. Just trying to work out how you actually get to them is the biggest problem. There's an alternative way out of here. Not by the looks of it, it's probably back through the bugs. Virtua Me in the chat asks if I'm playing on the PS4 Pro. Indeed I am. Not with a 4K TV though, so it is just on a 1080p screen at the moment. We've had a good discussion about which TV to get, and the consensus seems to be a Samsung KS8000 if you're in the UK is the way to go. Slam that door behind me. Now, I was going to search that guy's quarters, wasn't I? But I think I've not... Have I knocked that objective off by... Yeah, I did. I knocked it off, didn't I, by going there too early. Oh well. Let's see if I can pick up some runes, because I need to do some upgrades. I want some more skills. The runes are above us. We've got... Oh, that's your runes in here. Runes acquired. I've got one, which I can't spend on anything, by the looks of it. Let's go up to the roof and... Because there was some up here, wasn't there? Charm runes there. Too high for me to get up to. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Just a little out of my reach. Ooh, too high. Yeah, the level design in this game is particularly outstanding. It has that kind of Bioshock vibe to it. Every place feels like it's got character, a bit of a story to it. That's another ability I've unlocked. Basically, if I do lethal takedowns, they turn to ash instantly. Oh, crap.
Sure, I saw some. Let's see. What? Hey, come here.
Where'd he go?
I'm back here. No use running. Shit.
Oh, Christ. Messed that up, didn't I?
You saw it?
Yeah, it's just, stealth games generally these days tend to be a bit easy, you know. Stuff like Mafia 3, the stealth in that, you know, Battlefield 1, it's quite straightforward, quite easy. This at least makes you work for it a bit more. At least I feel it does. Like, say, guards can spot you quite easily if you blunder around a corner like that without being a bit more careful. I guess fortunately it auto-saves quite a bit for you.
Yeah, must have been nice a decade back. Imagine spending a season here.
No thanks. Sickness is still sick. When it's wrapped in a silk bathrobe, all I can imagine is people coughing up blood all over their tea and crumpets. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Let's try the good old domino again.
Custodian, by the way. Hamilton. Someone said he went nuts working the...
Yeah, locked up.
Put one to sleep.
Treatment for his own safety. He was a janitor here as far back as the old Duke Theodonis. It's too long.
And there we go.
Watchtower.
That's a bit more like it.
This Lieutenant Vikos. Report to the duty officer as soon as you've finished your current patrol.
Alright, let's quick save it. Thanks, Wizard, for saying you like our videos. It's much appreciated. If you do like what we're doing, be it Sammy's PS4 Pro videos, his VR stuff, my live streams, the podcast, or anything else, please feel free to like the videos and subscribe to our channel because we really appreciate all the support you give us. It keeps us doing what we do. Oh, you know what, I'm pretty happy with how this is going in this live stream. Usually when I do a stealth game on a live stream, I make an absolute pig's ear of it. Well, that went pretty well again. There we go, watchtower's down. Let's throw that in the water. Whee! Oh, Christ. that blew up when I threw it. That's something to bear in mind. Right, so my shit's coming to pick me up. And there we go, mission accomplished.
I'll lay low. Can we leave this place yet? I don't like it. Ready now?
Let's go back.
Let's get back to the ship.
You didn't find Sokolov?
No. But I killed Hypatia.
You what?
She was the crown killer. The Duke tricked her into injecting herself with a flawed version of her serum. It changed her. She wasn't even aware of it.
Crazy. What about Anton?
They gave him to a man named Kieran Jindosh. Do you know who that is?
Everybody knows him. The grand inventor of Zirconos.
And he was next.
Oh, yes, so I was stealthy but lethal. I've been in the kind of upper right quadrant so far in terms of where I've been, so that was a bit more killing going on than normal. Yeah, I didn't really collect much of anything else there. Didn't find the shrine. So yeah, a lot to go back to and revisit these levels, I guess, and try and hoover everything up.
In his day, Sokolov was Dunwall's genius. He transformed our city with his inventions. Electricity for the factories and carriages racing along above the streets. As I grew up, his buzzing and glowing devices kept me safe. His stories always made me giggle, and his outrageous conversations shocked aristocrats and overseers alike. Now, all these years later, Kieran Jindosh is Karnaca's genius. A mad inventor who has given the Duke sinister machines that move like people but aren't. Clockwork soldiers that fight and kill. I've got to find out where Sokolov's being held and bring the old man back alive. Rescue one genius and cage the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.
Ajaxter in the chat asks how many missions there are. I don't honestly know how many there are. I have got a review guide that will tell me, but I don't really want to spoil it. So I don't know, but I guess what would tell you that this is mission 4, and I'm currently at 4.5 hours played. So, you know, I think this is quite early in the game still, probably in the first third. So you're looking at, you know, probably getting towards 20 hours, I reckon, to finish it, if it's the similar sort of length to the previous game. But yeah, there's a lot to do, and you could spend ages poking that level. You know, I went through quite quickly in that last mission. So yeah, this helps keep you up to date on the story, your travel log.
Is it truly possible the good doctor didn't know she was the crown killer? Maybe she just didn't want to. It's time to go get Sokolov.
So yeah, this acts like the pub did in the first game. It's the base of operations.
Ramsey and the Crown Killer. 2 pieces of the puzzle. More to go.
Yeah, 2 people down, and looking at there's a hell of a lot more board to fill. That I've got a long way to go before this quest is over. Well, I'll take a quick look at the next mission, then I think we'll call it a day. Because I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. If you're interested in picking it up, you know, it'd be remiss to show you too much.
Ready?
So yeah, hello to everyone new in the chat. I'm Alex from Push Square. I'm doing a live stream of Dishonored 2.
Let's get underway.
If you've got any questions, feel free to fire them away in the chat. But please, you know, if you like this video, like our channel, please subscribe and click that thumbs up button, because it feeds our egos, and we've got the massive egos that need feeding regularly. So please keep clicking the like button. In case you're interested, I'm playing this on the PlayStation 4 Pro. That obviously came out yesterday. Not with a 4K TV yet, though. That's the next on the list to get. But it's a 1080p screen I'm playing on, and it looks good. But I couldn't honestly say how much better it looks. I played about an hour or so on the regular PlayStation 4, but for me, it was hard to see much of a difference. But there was like a 24-hour gap between playing on one and playing on the other, so who knows?
Inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, and they'll call down the entire city if they find out who you are.
I'll make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corvo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
Thanks for joining me, Virtue Me. It's been a pleasure having you in the chat. You take care, and I hope you enjoy Dishonored 2 when you pick it up. Now, since I neglected to get any runes, there's got to be some near here. So the black market shop, got to get into the station, but there's a wall of light blocking the way.
Malcontents are saying that our bridges are crumbling, that people are leaving our cities. But as I look out from the windows of the Grand Palace,
No one here.
Sarkonis is a land of riches.
So let's see.
Yes, some what? They're laden. It's true that across our capital city there are abandoned buildings full of blood.
Shouldn't be able to get up here with me.
It's the way of the world. Things rot, fall apart. You squeeze out every drop of wine you can, and then you pass into nothing.
What?
Oh.
Hey, who are you? I'm going anywhere. Captain! I hit hard. That's it. Let's see what you've got. Let's go.
Oh, wrong. That's not what I wanted. I want to get out. Oh, there we go. I just in the chat asked if I'm pleased with the PlayStation 4 Pro. Yeah, I mean it looks nice. I am planning on getting 4K TV, so it's worth it from that perspective. From my perspective, from kind of what I'm looking to do with it. The biggest thing for me is that the 1 TB storage, because I was still using a PS4 with 500 gig, and I was bouncing off that storage limitation regularly. So to finally be able to install everything and not be choosing what I have to delete is a nice place to be. I want to get to that shop. A lot of guards.
Why does she want that apartment? Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
A fairly random question in the chat: if Susan Sarandon is back in this again. Not seen her yet. I would hazard the guess that she isn't. Can't see if that guy is here who caught me last time.
I think something moved.
Someone there.
Wrong one again, let's get out of here. I'm not. Oh, get me out of here. I don't know where I am. That's not good.
I got just the thing for you.
Let's fight our way out.
You're done. You hide your... You're gonna pay for his death.
Later I'll be laughing over rum about how you die.
Oh. Shouldn't shot me. You see now, normal service has been resumed. I was saying, I know, it was unusual how well I was doing for a stealth game on a live stream, and then all of a sudden it's all falling apart. So if anyone in the chat's picked up PS4 Pro, what do you think of it? Let us know. I'm interested to hear your perspective on it so far. There's got to be another way through. I guess that's one of the things that if you spend some time looking, there tends to be multiple routes you can take. But at least mean you don't have to go the most direct. Oh, what's in here then? Nothing. Guess just somewhere to hide. Oh, we've ended up there. Let's try going around this side a bit. The civilians don't mind you unless you start some trouble.
Hello?
Someone looks armed and dangerous.
That would be me.
Interesting getup you have there. Huh? Covering your face.
When the Grand Guard go into the place and see it packed solid with blood flies, they burn the building to the ground. And the ones on either side.
They may just smoke flash it. Either way, the jewels will be ruined. We're not getting our money, are we?
Have some faith. It'll just be more.
You see what I mean? There's all these sorts of areas where you, if you don't explore, you won't ever come across.
After that, we'll make a quick exit from Karnaca.
Adric in the chat says he can really see a difference on a 4K TV, and that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. I think that's, you know, that's the real benefit of it. I think the 1080p stuff's so hit and miss by the looks of it that while there are benefits, not knowing what those benefits are really, and no one's been very clear about it in a lot of instances, that it's yeah, a bit disappointing on that front. I was hoping to get out the window. Got bars on all the windows. How's a girl supposed to get out of here?
Maybe I should have it looked at.
Now we've got a safe. I'm sure they've left a note to tell me what the combination is. Ooh, some cash. FIFA 17, has it been patched? That's another question for the chat. I don't know if it has. I think EA have been pretty unclear about what's going on with their games. Like Battlefield 1, I think that's another one that it's not quite clear exactly what, if anything, is being done with it. I wonder if I can, it'd probably be a bit easier for me to just fire reach through. Oh, whoops, selected the wrong thing. No, you can't. As much as I'd want to.
Sure. Hey, you! Come here! I don't want to die! Come on! I bet you've been living a soft life.
Oh dear.
You there! I need your help. You there! I need your help. This time I'll get you.
Oh god.
Leaving so
Let's
soon.
see what you got.
I'll cut you in half. Nope.
Right, let's link you two together. Use health. Let's
Cut you into pieces. This won't take long.
Little shit!
You shouldn't have wandered outside.
Have a
with
grenade.
Bodyguards, milady. Keep that.
What? No, I need assistance!
She died because the other one died. That is a very useful skill. Yeah, I'm not doing particularly great here on the old stealth, am I?
No, no, no!
Oh, just saw that at the last minute. There's another tripwire. Ah, so yeah, that was a good route round. Or maybe not, because I'm going to get seen. I think a good thing to do is get a stun trap down if he's coming round. Protect my back. And I thought someone was coming around that way. I can hear a lot of footsteps, but no one's actually. Oh, it's coming. Hopefully, I'll put that trap right. I think he's got stuck.
No, I'm sure. Something feels wrong. I wonder what I'm dealing with.
Take it!
See if that'll trigger it. Oh, they're all getting stuck on that corner. I think they are. Yeah. I know, we'll sort them out.
I lost her.
There we go. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Actually made use of it. Finish you off. Yeah, not so stealthy then, was it? All the man wanted to do was upgrade his gear. Let's have a look at the upgrades. I've got the blueprints and things, and then we can possibly call it a day. That's down there, so... Ah, here we go.
Welcome. You look like someone with... I don't know you.
I'm new to Karnaca. I need a tool that can rewire a wall of light, the kind the Grand Guard uses, and I'd prefer not to explain myself.
I can help you out, but not right now. Don't even linger here. I'm supposed to get a visit from Paolo, someone you don't want to meet. Come back later.
Understood.
You
Oh.
should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by.
Oh well, all that effort to get here.
I think he's here. Hide yourself.
You never tell me anything. Something's going on. I'm not stupid. Yeah, I can still taste that hagfish.
I told him.
She's right.
I need 8 new cutters, short blades, the good stuff. More lease.
I know what you mean.
It's the feel of his hands around their throats. To hear that last plea for mercy.
But I'll make it up to you, Paolo. Bump off maybe 10%?
30. Because I like you. By next week.
That's fair.
Living that game out of the PS4 Pro is worth getting. I guess if you haven't got a PS4, then yes, I think it's worth getting. If you've got a 4K TV, I think again it's worth something worthwhile. If from a perspective, well, it's not native 4K in a lot of instances. It's going to be a marked improvement over what you get normally. If you've got a 1080p TV, not so sure about it at the moment. I think only time will tell the benefits that we see, and when it's a bit nebulous, as I said earlier on the stream. No one's being... Well, some people are being very clear, other people are being not very clear at all about what benefits it brings, and I think until we get a bit more visibility and a bit more consistency of what we're going to get, that might be a wait and see situation. Live and Let's Game said he has a 4K TV, or they have a 4K TV. So, yeah, it'd be worthwhile, I would have thought.
It's too late to run. I'm begging you, hide until Paolo's gone. He'll hurt you.
He's gone. Yay! Right. So, I've got 2 blueprints to unlock 2 new upgrades. Hardened bolts inflict greater damage, and incendiary bolts.
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
So, got crossbow upgrades, got pistol upgrades, gear and outfit upgrades, folding blade upgrade, grenade upgrades, and mine upgrades. So there's plenty of stuff to be spending money on. And what can we buy?
The situation in the Empire has driven the prices up, I'm afraid.
Rewire tool, that's what I was after, wasn't it?
Pleasure to do business.
Ooh, runes. Yeah, let's buy that.
Sorry.
Ooh, so ticket booth. So yes, some quite, it's worth poking around and exploring so you can find things to help you on your way.
I hope you'll think of me again.
There we go.
I used to own a cafe down.
So the rewire tool, the actual thing, or was it? I guess just got to it and rewire
Fish
it.
blood was stronger than the smell of morning coffee. I had to sell it.
So yeah, that's I guess probably best calling it a day there. Gives you a good idea of Dishonored 2. I say it's early days, but I'm enjoying it so far. It seems a lot of what made the original so enjoyable is back again, and there's seems like there's been some improvements. And obviously with two different characters to play with different skill sets, it makes it a bit more interesting from that perspective. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching me play a little bit of it. Not so great at the end there. It was about as subtle as a not very subtle thing. Earlier on though in the stream, go back and have a look at that, because that was particularly great. I thought I dealt with it quite well. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. Also subscribe to our channel for all the other great videos. You can visit our site at pushsquare.com. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Alex Stinton, and you can follow the site on Twitter as well at pushsquare. Next live stream is probably going to be Watch Dogs 2, so we've got a few days before that comes out. So we'll take a look at see if they've managed to make a bit more of a compelling narrative to a game compared to the first one, because that character was not very good, and that story was not particularly great, and his cap was not particularly iconic in my view. But hey, we'll see what the second game turns out like. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me in the chat. You've all been great as ever, and I hope you'll join me on some future live streams. So you all take care and have a good weekend.